Today we're going to talk about the 7 laws that make relationship capital multiply. Everyone talks about networking, but no one talks about favor. Yet, it's the most valuable asset that you have in your business. It's not your funnel, it's not your list, it is your relationships, but only if you actually know how to activate them properly. That's what buying favor is. And today I'm going to break down the 7 laws that make it work. These are the psychological and social principles that make real operators and help them build massively successful powerhouse businesses behind closed doors. The first principle is the law of reciprocity. Human beings are wired to give back. It only works when the give is genuine and strategic. You give first, then again, then you make the ask with alignment, not entitlement. Buying favor is built on a rhythm, so it's not manipulation. It's just building momentum with the right people. Number 2 is the law of social proof. We trust what others trust. That's why one intro from the right person is worth 10,000 impressions. Favor builds visibility through association, board seats, events, public praise. It's not just who you know, it's who co-signs on that dotted line for you when in the public arena. Law number 3, the law of authority. People follow clarity. When you show up with a system for relationships, for value, for credibility, you position yourself as a source. You're not a seeker. Buying favor installs that clarity. Law number 4, the law of scarcity. You don't want to be everywhere, guys. You want to be rare. Most founders, they overpost and they underperform. Favor flows to those who show up just enough to stay in orbit, not to be obnoxious, because they're not begging for attention. Number 5 is the law of consistency. Trust isn't built on big moments, it's built on reputation. When you give consistently, you follow up reliably, and you host with purpose, you compound credibility. Buying favor makes that consistency a system, not a personality trait. Number 6 is the law of energy transfer. Every room has a leader. You know when you walk in that room, everyone gravitates towards them. They're magnetic, they're the center of gravity. And if you're hosting, that has to be you. Favor moves faster when you control the context, when you engineer the vibe by putting the right people in the right room at the right time, and when you hold great presence in that room. And law number 7 is the law of compounding capital. Relationship capital is the only asset that grows when it's shared, but a lot of people will hoard their contacts. However, real operators build flywheels, intros, referrals, and opportunities. Buying favor turns relationships into multipliers. These 7 laws are not hacks. They're the infrastructure of trust, influence, and power. Favor isn't about being liked. It's about being trusted at scale with the right people. And if you've built your business, but you still feel stuck, it's because you don't need more leads. It's because you haven't built the system around capitalizing on the relationships that you already have. These are the 7 laws the ultra wealthy have followed for years, which have taken their businesses from 7 to 8 and to 9 figures and beyond. The key here is you want to follow the 7 principles, build favor, and you will build your business to the level of wealth that you aspire to.